Hello guys, did you know that we have four temperature scales? We have the Celsius scale, the Fahrenheit scale, we have the Kelvin scale, and the one that is not so common, the Rankine scale. So basically, there are four temperature scales: the Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale, Kelvin scale, and the Rankine scale. We are going to be looking at their conversion in terms. Temperature scale conversion. Welcome to I Plus Academy. My name is Olanipekun Oluwagbenga, and I'll be taking you through the conversion scale between the temperature scales. Now, if you are new on this channel, please subscribe and press the notification bell so that you can get more of our videos that we have done in the past and what we are going to be doing. Now let's get started. What you learn: the definition of temperature, four types of temperature scales, and finally you are going to be learning the conversion between the temperature scales. Now let's start with this. Temperature is a degree of coldness or hotness of a body or a place at a particular time. It is a scalar quantity, meaning it has no direction. It only has magnitude or size only. So it is measured by an instrument called thermometer. And thermometer has two scales, or 2 points rather. We have the upper fixed point and the lower fixed point. The upper fixed point is called the boiling point, while the lower fixed point is called the freezing point or the melting point. We're going to be looking at them in terms. Now let's look at this, the temperature scale. We've said that before. We have Celsius scale, we have the Fahrenheit scale, then we have the Kelvin scale, then we have the Rankine scale. Good. Now, temperature scales in nature. We have the boiling point of water in Fahrenheit scale to be 212 degrees Fahrenheit, which is also equal to 0 degrees Celsius, which is also equal to 373.15 Kelvin. It is usually approximated at 373. And we also have the highest temperature ever recorded in US as 134 degrees Fahrenheit. We have 56.7 degrees Celsius, then 330 Kelvin. The freezing point of water is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Is equal to 0 degrees Celsius and also 273.14 Kelvin, which is approximated to 273 Kelvin. We also have this. They are equal. We're going to be looking at how they are equal, their conversion. Moon at its what? Its coldest point at minus 280 degrees Fahrenheit and minus 73 degrees Celsius. If you convert this to this, you'll be getting this, and therefore 100 Kelvin. The absolute zero temperature is usually 0 Kelvin, which is also equal to minus 373 degrees Celsius and minus 460 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, let's quickly move on to how they are converted. Now, I'll be dealing with three of the conversion scales. And the first one is Celsius scale, degrees Celsius. The upper fixed point is 0 degree. The lower fixed point is, the upper fixed point is 100 degree. The lower fixed point is 0 degree. So we are looking for this C here. And we have this as well. For degree Fahrenheit, we have 3 212 degree Fahrenheit, and we have 32 degree Fahrenheit. For Kelvin scale, we have 373 and we have 273. This is for F and this is for Kelvin. And finally, for Rankine, degree Rankine, we have 672 and we have 492 degree Rankine. So we're going to be looking at how to convert one temperature scale to another. Now, conversion between Celsius and Kelvin. Let's quickly bring out and look at how to convert Celsius to Kelvin and Kelvin to Celsius and vice versa. Now, for degrees Celsius, you remember the upper fixed point is 100 degree Celsius, 100. While the lower fixed point is 0, right? Then for Kelvin, what do you think is the upper fixed point again? 373, very good. While the lower fixed point is 273. So we are looking for this C that will be equal to this Kelvin here. So what we're going to do is to actually subtract this over this. Then also you do the same, subtract this over this. So let's quickly do that and see what we have. So I'm going to be having C minus 0 over 100 minus 0. In the same vein, we do the same thing. K minus 273 over 373 minus 273. Good. So if you subtract this, we are going to be getting C minus 0 will give us C over 100 minus 0 will give us 100. And we have the other side, K minus 273, then over 100. Very good. So K minus 273 over 100. So K minus 273 over 100. So if you cross multiply, we are going to be getting 100C equals 100 times K minus 273. Very good. So that 100 we cancel 100. So our conversion is now going to be C equals Kelvin minus 273. So this will convert Kelvin to Celsius. Now, to convert Celsius to Kelvin, that will now be C plus 273. So minus 273 will go to the other side. And this is the other factor formula to be using to convert C to K. Now let's look at the other one. Conversion between Fahrenheit and Celsius scale. We are going to be doing the same thing also. That means for Fahrenheit, if you remember very well, the upper fixed point is 212. We are dealing with degree Fahrenheit here. Then this one is 32. We are looking for F that will be equal to C in degrees Celsius. C, 100, 0 degree Celsius. The same thing. Subtract this over this. Subtract this over this. So I'm going to be having F minus 32. Everything over 212 minus 32. The same thing here, C minus 0 all over 100 minus 0. So what do we have now? F minus 32. 212 minus 32 will be 180. Then C over 100. So let's move on to the next slide. So I'm going to be having F minus 32, everything over 180 equals C over 100. So let's cross multiply. So if you cross multiply very well there, you're going to be having F minus 32 times 100 equals 180C. Is that okay? So if I divide both sides by 100 here, I will be having 100, we cancel 100, so I'll be having F minus 32 equals 0, we take care of this 0 here, so we have 2 here 9 and 2 here what? 5. So that we are going to be having 9 over 5C, such that F will now be equals to 9 over 5C that will be F will now be equals to 9 over 5C plus 32. So this is the first formula. So if you do the second one very well as well, your C will be equals to 5 over 9 into F minus 32. So this is what we are going to be using to convert between Fahrenheit and Celsius and vice versa. Now let's look at some calculation as an example. And in summary, to convert between Kelvin and Celsius, we use this, right? Good. And to convert between Celsius and Fahrenheit, we use this, or we can use this. So let's move on to one example so that we can see what we have there. The first one, convert 40 degrees Celsius. 40 degrees Celsius to Kelvin. So what do? We know that Kelvin equals to degrees Celsius plus 273. Very good. And we have been given that as 40 here. So plus 273. So if you add 273 to 40, you'll be getting 313 Kelvin. So what does that mean? It means that 40 degrees Celsius is equals to 313 Kelvin. So that is a conversion. So for the next one, let's look at convert 40 degree Fahrenheit to Celsius. Now you recall the formula is C equals 5 over 9, is it not, into F minus 32, right? Good. So that becomes 5 over 9 into 40 minus 32. And that will be equals to 5 over 9 times 8. And the whole thing will give us 4.44 degrees Celsius. So it means that 40 degrees Fahrenheit is equals to 4.44 degrees Celsius. Now let's look at the last one. To convert 80 degrees Celsius now to Fahrenheit, the other way around. And the formula we have for F, if you can go back to check, is 9 over 5. So you might memorize the formula, or you can always prove it out if you forget it in an examination. So F will now be equals to 9 over 5 times 80, then plus 32. 9 over 5 plus 80 will give us 144, then plus 32. Is that okay? And that gives us what? 176 degree Fahrenheit, and that is the conversion from 80 degrees Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. Good. Now, if you are new on this channel and you have looked at what we have done and you really liked it, please, I would like you to subscribe and also press the notification bell so that you can always get what we have done, the quality videos that we have done, so that you not miss any from there. Thank you for listening. See you in when I will be converting, solving questions on different thermometer scale.